All right, Kate, so you and I both have our first doses of vaccine.
Yes.
Right, we both got ours within the last week, is that right?
Yes, I got mine last week, yeah.
Outside of the St. Joe area. I actually got mine in Overland Park, and you got yours outside of the city limits also, right?
Right.
But from most things I've heard, like in my case, it was very work person-like. You know, they were just cranking them out, moving people through. It's very impressive.
It was really impressive. And the best way I could, it's like a machine with all the cogs, and everybody was doing their job 100%.
And at this stage of the vaccinations, it makes sense that they would have had a workflow down. Plus, these are medical professionals that are used to working in emergency situations and potentially being trained, to work through a lot of people quickly.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Not at my place.
Okay.
Mine was a church, and a lot of the people were church volunteers.
Oh, interesting.
Because it was such a massive space.
Gotcha. Yeah, mine was a University of Kansas hospital outpost or whatever those are called. And yeah, they were clearly all medical professionals that were just cranking right through people. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah. I think the medical professionals were the ones who were putting in the number and scheduling your appointment. I will say that, and obviously giving you the stick. But I felt like there was a lot of people there who were... that they were there volunteering it with their church, which surprised me so much that it was such a well-oiled machine. You know, that there wasn't one squeaky wheel.
Gotcha. Which is to say that basically I've yet to hear of anyone saying, oh yeah, that was a cluster bang at any of these vaccination sites. For example, at St. Joe, they were set up there at the old Gordmans, the abandoned Gordmans, which is a pretty good use of an existing abandoned structure or whatever at the mall. So
nice space. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to mention it just because I think it's interesting, because I feel like I'm starting to have more friends or people I know, acquaintances, who have the vaccine, who got at least the first dose now than don't.
I would agree.
Or maybe they're just the most vocal about it. Maybe more people are vocal about getting it versus abstaining or waiting still or whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
But I
think you're right.
So I had mine on Saturday, and basically I just felt like that, like someone had punched me in the arm basically for a day. Typical kind of vaccine. If you got a flu shot in the past, pretty similar to that.
Me too.
And nothing else really, just my standard weekend naps, no more, no less, So you'd said you had a little bit of fatigue or something day of, or?
I did. The day of, I felt like I had a lot of fatigue. And I did a really good job, 48 hours before I got vaccinated. I did a really good job of hydrating, and I stayed on pretty well, drinking my normal amount of water the day of, but I'm wondering if it just wasn't enough. If I needed to drink, up my game a little bit more the day of, because I could have been a little dehydrated when I got the shot or right after the shot. So that's another reason. But I didn't get nauseous. I didn't get chills. I didn't get fevers. And they said when they gave me the shot, they said that's all normal. Don't worry about it. And so I didn't get any of that. I did have a friend who had the same shot as you and I, Matt, and she did not eat beforehand, and she got really sick to her stomach after she got this.
You're referencing the Moderna shot?
I am referencing Moderna, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really that helpful to point out side effects from all the different ones, because everyone has such varied reactions to all of them,
I just took that to eat a bowl of spaghetti before I got the shot, and I was golden.
I wonder why you were fatigued that afternoon.
I know.
Big ol'...
It wasn't just pasta. There's protein in there.
Pound of spaghetti in your stomach. Well...
There's protein.
Well, the protein doesn't necessarily cancel out the carb... give me a carb coma or whatever the hell it's called. Food coma.
Right.
Don't you think? It's
right.
Counteracting the carbs.
It wasn't a carbo load either. I'm a 2-to-1 meat versus pasta, so it was spaghetti, but it wasn't 10 pounds of noodles.
So for anyone that's not familiar, you're now eligible for a vaccine in Missouri if you're 16 or older. And I think Kansas is the same way. Let me double check real quick. No, it was adults in Kansas.
I think it's 18 and older in Kansas.
18 and older in Kansas.
Mm-hmm. 18 and older in Nebraska, and I think 18 and older in Iowa.
Oh, look at you, get them all down.
I know. We got a long signal, so we got to cover our bases.
A long signal. And wide.
Wide signal? Is that better? A wide signal?
Long, wide, in all different directions, diagonally. Yeah.
Plus, people listening to us on their smart speakers.
I just double-checked. Kansan, 16 years of age and older.
Oh, okay.
So that's either been changed or it's 16 and older. But either way, basically, if you're an adult in our listening area, you should be able to get a vaccine. And I feel really good about it. So with Moderna, it's a month between shots, right?
I think so, yeah.
And pretty much gets set up that day with your next appointment. And very simple. Just boom. And once again, my tip is to look away when don't stare at your arm when they're inserting a needle into it. But
it's a special kind of person who watches when they put the needle in. I'm not that person, but
it's been a bit since I've had a blood draw,
Yeah.
But I couldn't watch when the needle went in. But once the needle was in, I could watch the blood come out for whatever reason.
Okay. Yeah.
I found that palatable, but yeah.
Now, see, I have rolling veins. So I feel like I have to watch to be like, nope, didn't get it. Nope, it's not there.
My veins be rolling.
Right.
Don't want to be caught without a needle in me. I don't know.
Yeah. So I do watch on the blood draw, but flu shots, vaccinations, no. Now, is it going to change the way you live your life after you are fully vaccinated? 2 weeks after you get your second shot, are you booking a trip?
I'm hosting a rave, actually.
Yeah.
And so long as you get your second shot, I'll allow you to come in too, Kate.
Show me your card at the door and you're in. See, we have a funeral in Washington, D.C. in late June, and I really want to go. And I'm still on the fence of, do I really want to be on an airplane?
Oh.
But I really want to go.
Well, there was that article I read about how much the air gets changed out of an airplane. They're often moving through a lot of air, and they've got good filtration systems and all that.
Yeah, but are they going back to 3 deep in the airplane?
I think so.
See, that's the part where I'm like, if we skip the middle, I'd be okay with it, but I don't want to be next to somebody that close. That's not my people.
Road trip to D.C. How long does it take you to drive to D.C.?
I've done it in 18 hours, I think.
See? You get in your car and you're practically there already.
Yeah, but I did it with my brother, or I did it with my best friend, and it was pretty easy. But 2 kids and a husband, probably not. 18 hours, that's probably going to have to stop at a hotel, going to have to stretch legs, going to have to pee all the time.
Okay, well, I guess you're not going to be there as instantly as I thought you would be.
No.
My bad. Take it back.
Yep.
All right, so if anyone in the listening area that's looking to secure a vaccine, vaccinefinder.org is a good place to check. You just type in your zip code, and it'll point out the various different, like in-stock, out-of-stock locations, and then you can click through to book things, check appointment availability. It's finally moving, Kate.
Yep, it is. I love it. No microchips, just a vaccination.
You don't think Bill Gates snuck in there?
No.
Okay.
I mean, we've got the microchip on our hip. I mean...
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, you guys who are microchipped or conspiracy of the microchip, it's called your cell phone. It's called your smartwatch. They're tracking you already.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Yeah, the conspiracy theorists, tell you what, it's exhausting. It's one of the reasons why I'm glad that basically on Facebook, I'm there to manage the KJO Facebook page, and there's some interaction on the Matt and Kate Facebook page, but the personal timeline, I'm not sure if I want to get my stress levels back up. Once again, seeing the various friends and family who believe certain conspiracy theories,
Right.
But they're there. They're there. They'll be there.
They're there. And their family. So you can't do anything about them.
Except just, you can always unfollow on Facebook, right?
Right.
So you have tools.
Yeah.
But sometimes I find it's easiest just to basically more or less not follow anybody. Yeah. In fact, I've got the KJO Facebook bookmark, so I go straight to the KJO Facebook page. And I'm looking to post some of the hot local happenings and such, Kate,
Hot.
Oh, that's right. I like that because it prevents me from even seeing a sentence of dumb from friends and family.
Did you say a sentence of dumb or dung?
Sentence of dumb. D-U-M-B. Dumb.
I mean, I was pretty impressed with your sentence of dung.
You like sentence of dung?
Like, I've never heard that, Matt. That's pretty smart.
Well, I was supposed to see. I already forgot. What was it? Sentence. I was supposed to see City of. God, I'm messing this up.
Sentence.
I was there. I was going to see Sentence of Dung. Yeah, one of my favorite groups, clearly. At the Granada in Lawrence tonight. No, they were supposed to be at the Bottleneck, I think.
Bottleneck. That's more Bottleneck, right?
In Lawrence tonight, but their tour got canceled due to COVID-19. Did you know that, Kate?
Oh, like all the good ones.
Yeah. Should have just looked down and looked at my T-shirt that I'm clearly wearing that says Sentence of Dung. Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
Right?
There it is. Yeah, thanks for verifying it.
You're welcome. You know how people say that, when they're stressed out, they eat their feelings or they want junk food.
Stress eat, yeah.
Apparently that's a myth. I don't know how much I believe these studies now. They may have shaken my faith in all of these studies, but a new study found there's no connection to having lots of stress and losing your self-control when it comes to eating a whole bunch of junk food. They say that the two just are not connected in our brains. Now, I feel like I know the answer, Matt, but when you are stressed, you do not reach for junk food, correct?
Correct. I reach for a bottle.
Okay.
And then hit myself in the head with it and go to sleep.
Okay. All right.
No, I don't feel like I ever really reach for anything due to stress.
Okay.
And instead of like eating my feelings or drinking my feelings, I just consume myself instead. And that's the healthy way that I deal with it, Kate.
Just overthink things and beat yourself up and okay.
And don't sleep and it's a great existence.
Sabotage. Okay.
Yeah, what about you?
I am a stressful eater, but when something that they brought up in this article is like, so maybe stress doesn't it doesn't connect your brain to like, I've got to eat all the cupcakes, but it lowers your willpower. And that's where I struggle, where it's like, well, I'm already having a blankety blank stupid day. I might as well have a cheeseburger, might as well have a Dr. Pepper. That's where I don't feel like I'm stressed. I need to reach for food as much as like I feel defeated.
And your defenses are down.
Yes.
Like your shields have absorbed some damage or something like that.
My willpower and my
okay.
Yeah.
So there's like a correlation then. It's like, well, yeah, you may get stressed and eat more, but that's because the stress has taken a toll on your self-restraint.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the difference between correlation and causation. They say stress doesn't cause you to eat more. Here's why that might be the case.
Here's why. Yep.
Interesting.
I also feel like sometimes when I'm stressed, it's because I'm not prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And if I were prepared, I would have eaten food that was good food and filled me up, and then I could keep on going. Whereas if I'm not prepared, I'm like, well, I'm going to grab something while I'm out because I didn't plan, well. So now I might as well. Yeah. Yeah.
So like yesterday I had an especially long work day. And when I got home, I was like, oh man, I've got to do all this food prep and cooking. And wouldn't ordering a pizza be great instead now? So it could be a long, stressful day at work that just robs you of the time that you would use to treat yourself better and eat better, like cooking your own food or whatever.
Right.
So
right. I'm with you.
So, okay, more of the story is if you're stressed, there's not a direct connection that you're going to start eating to feel better about things.
Right.
It just hurts your self-control potentially.
Lowers your will.
According to this study. But as we often say, wait 5 minutes, new study probably incoming.
Right.
Kate, I saw this interesting article, this one from Wired. I feel like I've seen similar articles in the past. I called off my wedding. The internet will never forget. So it's this story, this woman was engaged, breaks it off, and then now is constantly getting reminded of that relationship. Like, here's a good memory. And you're like, I hate that guy.
Oh, on this day. Yeah.
Right. And it seems like the solution here is just to delete everything. You know what I mean? Like delete all the things off of your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever it is that's reminding you of bad things.
Right. And if you delete the pictures, Facebook isn't going to remind you that you posted this 2 years ago, right?
Right. But then if you post so much stuff, like if you've got a high volume of things, if you've got a lot of, here's a night out with friends posts that happen around the same time, like here's my loving fiance posts, that could be quite a process having to go through and find the things you want to delete and keep the things you want to keep.
Right.
So I think I might just delete the delete the archive. I don't know. Back then, so many people use Facebook as their photo storage.
Do you think, I don't know enough about Facebook, but I know on our iPhones, they essentially make albums based on the faces in your pictures. So I have a Monty album, I have a Kate album, I have a Finn, I have an Ellie album. Could you just go in and like delete that album so you get all your boo out?
Get the boo out of my Facebook.
Get the boo out of there.
Someone should make like Facebook Boo Begone or something like that. Face Boogon. Facebook Boogon. Just throwing out these ideas here. Feel free to
Boo Begone.
Take, because one of the many roles of the Matt and Kate show is to throw free ideas out into the universe and let you, dear listener, become wealthy off the idea, because we don't want to be greedy and keep all the wealth to ourselves.
No, share the wealth.
Yeah.
Yep. Facebook
on. I don't know. Back to your question about, can you sort photos by people in your Facebook and then just mass delete a bunch of them? Not sure. Let me see if I go to... No, all my photos are going to be of food. The ones that I've shared, they're going to be all from like the Lonely Donut thing that I used to do on there.
I mean, if you have certain albums where it's like, here's our trip where we got engaged, that's easy. Delete.
Yeah, don't a lot of people just, they just post, like, oh, I'll share this to Facebook, I'll share that to Facebook, so there's no actual organizational structure?
I used to be organized in Facebook. I did. I'm not anymore. But I used to have albums.
What happened?
Well, I was doing photo dumps. And so I was like, well, I'm going to title this St. Patrick's Day. And I'm going to title this Finley, and I'm going to title this blah, blah, blah. Now it's just all mobile uploads, which is the process that you were saying would take longer to go through and scroll through and delete.
So your workflow used to be uploading to the actual website on your computer?
Yes.
And so it'd be easier to select a bunch of photos and then type out a name as opposed to creating right on the device. Yeah.
Boop, 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 on my phone.
It does seem like Facebook.com lost a lot of functionality, or at least ease of use, to be able to do similar things, but maybe I'm just imagining that. I don't know.
I use Facebook.com versus the app.
On your phone?
On my phone?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Why do you do that?
I don't want the app.
Okay.
I don't want it on my phone. I almost feel like if it makes me jump through a couple more hoops, do I really want to go on there? Meh.
Yeah, that helps keep you off there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also keep your notifications more in check. Like, I have Messenger installed on my phone, but not the Facebook app itself, because I have a few people on Messenger who trying to think of the right way to put this, have the right to interrupt me at any point in time, really.
That's very well put. I am the same as you. I have Messenger on my phone, the app, but not Facebook, because when everybody was homeschooling and kids were home and missing interaction, I let them get on Messenger so that they could talk and play games with their friends. We don't do it as much now, but it's there.
Messenger to play games?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see,
I don't play them. I just know that they do.
Yeah, I just use it for receiving and then responding to the messages I get. And then thinking about saying, can we just move this over to, messages on the phone? Can we use our native message apps? Because we're all on iPhones, too. We'd all be blue bubbles in each other's universes.
Come on now.
No green bubbles. Come on. Yeah. How am I supposed to say ha ha? How am I supposed to use the special ha ha response if you're not... Facebook probably has an equivalent, don't they?
I would assume, but I don't know it. But I don't know it.
But either way, keeping the app off the phone is helpful, because, you can even make a shortcut to the website on your phone if you wanted to, but it gives you that extra little bit of friction. It takes a bit more work to get in there, so you can kind of keep the Facebook addiction. If you or someone
there you go,
suffers from Facebook affliction, it can help to just not have the app itself installed on your phone. Yet allow yourself to just use the website.
Jump through those hoops.
That's right. That's good advice for anything that you want to control. So earlier we were talking about junk food. Turning to junk food when you're stressed might just be because your defenses are down. Well, it helps your defenses if you don't have the junk food in your house at all. So the friction would be needing to go to like a fast food joint or go to the grocery store or something like that to overcome your urges or whatever.
And I do keep junk food in the house because I want to be the fun mom and whatever. And we definitely do things in moderation. But I also have the junk food where the kids can't reach it and I can't see it. So again, you have to jump through hoops to get to it. Like you have to go out of your way and you have to climb on things to get it. So I guess deep down, I know it's there, but...
Have you considered, I know you've just moved into this place, so you're not quite BFFs with Chad and Anna, Gene and Kim, or Kevin and Valerie, your neighbors yet. What if you guys became close enough friends, you could store your junk food at their houses? And that'd really make it difficult to eat your junk food, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about sending my kids down the street to go get a cupcake or a Little Debbie, but especially knowing what I know about them, they're very nice people that they'd be like, did your mom say you could have one?
Right.
Are you sure?
Oh, man.
Just hand over the cupcake. Yeah, so probably not.
I'm going to go ahead and say that you should do this because it'd be good for the show. It'd be a good story for the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me force my friendship into your... They know how big my pantry is. They're going to be like, listen, Kate, either don't buy the junk food.
Yeah.
We're not storing your groceries anymore.
Well, plus since we're in beautiful day season here in St. Joe, now would be the perfect time of year to be storing junk food at your neighbors' houses, especially the ones furthest away from your house. Take a nice walk down there, burn some calories, enjoy the beautiful St. Joe sunshine. Sunshine that's not available anywhere in the world, Kate. Do you know that?
Nowhere else.
St. Joe sunshine only available in St. Joe. Have some today.
Makes me think of the, what 70s TV show? Is it the Partridge Family? I think I'll go for a walk outside.
It's Brady Bunch.
Calling my name. I hear it now. There you go.
Brady Bunch. And the name of the group was the Silver Platters, in fact.
Whoa.
Yeah, because they were trying to use the money from their success as a musical group, if they were to win the prize, use that money to buy a silver platter for Mrs. Brady. I believe I'm recalling that correctly.
Well done.
It's difficult because there were multiple musical-themed episodes of the Brady Bunch, but I think that's right.
Sunshine Days. We could change it around to like St. Joe Sunshine Days.
There you go. Yeah. We don't want to get sued by
Carol Brady, R.I.P.
Yeah. Let's choose one of the alive people. What's the actor name? Barry Williams. You don't want to get sued by Barry Williams.
There you go.
He might have a songwriting credit on that. Yeah.
He might. And
if not, whoever owns the rights to that song now will surely come for us, Kate.
Surely.
Because the way we generate revenue on this show, like, ooh, there's some ripe pickings for millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah, I'm kind of paraphrasing / taking liberties here, but yeah. Precisely. Oh, driving revenue every day. Matt and Kate.
We learn and grow and we drive revenue, right?
Yeah. Speaking of great slogans, because we just churn them out here on this show, has someone enjoyed beverage out of the Don't Wake Me Until I've Had My Matt and Kate prototype coffee cups? Kate, since you got them?
Elliot had, I think, chocolate milk in hers.
But just that one day, right?
Just that one day, yeah.
What's going on? Why hasn't it been rewashed and reused?
Well, it's been rewashed. It's in the cupboard.
Ah.
I mean, I don't have the hooks for mugs so that they're on display.
Well, you just need one hook, and it's just for that one mug.
For that one mug.
Gotta put the Don't Wake Me Until I've Had My Matt and Kate mug on display, Kate.
Over the fireplace or under the fireplace like it's a stocking?
Under it, and then maybe Santa will show up and surprise you.
There we go. Stuff my cup with goodies.
Yeah. Santa's like, ho, ho, ho. Normally this is a day off. Something like that.
You made a really funny face when you did that.
Did you guys end up leaving milk and carrot cake? Weren't you going to leave carrot cake for the Easter Bunny? Or that was what I wanted you to do, at least. Did you do that?
I think we talked about it, but we did not. We did not. We just planted jelly beans.
Was it because you knew it hurt me if you didn't do it?
It was because we ate it all. There's no carrot cake left.
Was the carrot cake made due to it being Easter? I forget. Was this a birthday carrot cake?
Well, we made it on Saturday. No, we just made it on Saturday, and so it was a little one.
Easter Eve.
Easter Eve, yeah. And then we had some carrot cake cupcakes that I let the girls decorate that looked really not pretty. That's not the word I want to use because it was like globs of frosting and sprinkles and some crunchy candy that by the time we got to them, they were not crunchy anymore and it was not good. So we threw away the cupcakes.
Full of childlike wonder.
Yeah. So we ate the cake instead.
You threw away the cupcakes. I didn't realize you had cake and cupcakes.
Yeah, because I didn't plan it out.
See, I don't think we ever talked about this. We talked about you making carrot cake cupcakes, I think, which is a challenging thing to make just because it's hard to say. Carrot cake cupcakes, Kate,
Yeah, really easy to eat. I like carrot cake cupcakes.
Now, you did make this because of the whole Easter Bunny likes carrot. Was it supposed to be an Easter theme?
No.
For the carrot? No, it was just a coincidence?
It was just Finley wanted carrot cake for Easter.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. For Easter weekend. So, and I think she really just wanted to make the cake. And so we made the cake and the cupcakes. So.
And then threw the cupcakes away.
Yeah. I mean, I probably could have scraped the frosting off and ate the cupcakes.
Yeah.
But what's the point of the cupcake without the frosting?
Yeah, previous generations would have done that, Kate.
True.
Remember we got that call that one day from that guy in St. Joe who was all, hey, back in my day.
I know.
I forget what you were talking. What food item were you talking about?
Eggs. Scrambled eggs.
Oh, scrambled eggs. Cooking the scrambled eggs outside of the kid's specification.
Elliot doesn't like them too fluffy.
Like, I want to take care to make them. And it's like, kids should eat the eggs and deal, more or less.
I know, but here's the thing about the cupcakes. After you scrape the frosting off, then it's just plain carrot cake.
Yeah.
And what good is a cupcake without the frosting? And what good is carrot cake without carrot cake frosting?
I'm sure some people would still eat it. And the kids.
Not anyone in this house.
The kids need to get valuable calories,
Oh, yeah. Valuable calories.
So imagine, what if your kids were living in whatever country your car wash sends water to, Kate?
Right?
Yeah.
I know.
For anyone who's not familiar, Kate goes to this car wash oftentimes, multiple times a day. Is that right?
Not oftentimes. I will say maybe twice a week. I'll do 2 times a day.
Okay. And they've got a location on the belt across from Hy-Vee. What's it called?
Tommy's Express.
Tommy's Express. So look at that. We finally gave them their free plug.
Thanks, Tommy.
All right, Tommy's now call and pony up.
I feel like it needs to be like Tommy's Express. Ding.
We're trying to drive some revenue here, Tommy. Come on, pony up.
Seriously.
Pony up.
Such a good car wash, you guys.
Wax and wash and send water to a child in a country.
Free vacuums.
Send your water to a child in a country where apparently water is not as abundant as it is here, Kate.
And it's not the water from the car wash. It's clean water.
Right. We clarified that one day, but yeah, it's a good point for anyone that missed it.
Yeah.
They're not siphoning the water off the cars as they're being washed and sending it to a third world country to hydrate the children.
No.
They're securing the water elsewhere, probably closer to that country. Be the most efficient way to do that.
Matt stepped away from all my car washes damaging the earth, too. So that's good.
So, yeah, go to Tommy's Express. Did I say that right? Tommy's Express? Yep. Car wash.
Tommy's Express.
They're on the belt across from Hy-Vee. Tell them Matt and Kate sent you and that it'd be fantastic of you to advertise on KJO 1055.
Don't tell them Matt and Kate sent you.
Why not, Kate?
Tell them Kate sent you.
I'm supposed to drive revenue too, Kate. Come on.
I mean, but Kate's the one getting the car washed. Matt's the one mocking the car wash.
But I allowed the name to be said. Previously, I would.
I'll allow it.
And
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I allowed it. Remember?
Yep.
Previous times, I always jumped across the table and
said shh.
Right.
And that was one time that I didn't say the name. By the way.
What do you mean? Today was the first time we've said their name.
Yes, but you thought I said their name.
Because normally we don't want to put the milk out for free. That's
right. We don't do that.
You made up some manager's name, and I thought the manager's name was the name of the car wash, and it was a whole to-do.
I mean, it was close. Tony and Tommy.
Yeah,
get it.
That's why I was thrown, I think.
It's okay. But Kate sent you. Tell him Kate sent you to get that car wash.
Yeah, well, we got an email one day. I was like, hey, my daughter and I love listening to your show. You guys are the best. Oh, my God, someone should give you a raise and never fire you. And we think that we would like to know the name of this car wash. And so I go, well, since this is email, and I'm not giving them free advertising as, but now, we're feeling so generous these days on Matt and Kate. Right?
It's almost like Santa.
It is almost like Santa. Yeah.
Come on, Matt, do Santa again.
I mean, ooh, no.
No.
Oh.
There you go.
I do it better when I'm unprompted. Santa, for whatever reason, has got to come.
Dance, monkey.
I feel the spirit of Santa inside me, and then he comes out. It sounded far more troubling than I anticipated.
A little bit. I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah. Well, I did it for you.